Good morning. As I promised you, you all were asking me how I became a field inspector and what it is that I've been doing in order to do these inspections. And so I thought to share my findings with you, but better than anything, why not bring an expert to show you how it's done? And they're going to give you all of the rundown. I'm going to share with you what it is, how it is that I got into it. One of the things that I did was sign up with Sophie, and I'm going to take you there and I'm going to share my screen and show you what I did there. But then in addition to that, I signed up to Jay Henson's field inspection training, and it's a very, very thorough training. I loved her training. I love her vibes. She teaches you everything, takes you by the hand, step by step. And then you could go there anytime that you want to review the videos, you get stuck, and she provides you a list of companies that you can apply with. So you have options here, and you have to look and see what is best for you. And we're going to post everything in the comments in case you want to sign up for her YouTube page and follow her and get on her YouTube page, because she has a lot more information than I do. I'm just your go-to girl that's answering your questions in the best way I can, because you were all asking me how to get involved. So before we continue, I'm going to allow Jay to introduce herself and tell you a little bit about who she is.
Hey, well, my name is Jelana Henson, but I usually go by Jay. So Jay is perfectly fine. I got a lot of shadow in my face. Sorry about that. But essentially, I've been doing field inspections for just over 8 years now. And I've been pretty much doing it full time. It's been my full-time gig. I haven't held a typical 9 to 5 in that period of time, because field inspections have definitely been keeping me busy. I think a lot of people get a little confused with field inspections though, because there's so many different segments to field inspections, including notary, mystery shopping, residential field inspections, commercial road inspections, insurance inspections. So there is so many different types of field inspections that people can get into. So, what I like to do is I like to give people options because, the residential field inspection may not be for everybody. So maybe somebody wants to do mystery shopping instead. And it's because it's all lumped in one. You have the opportunity to take on as many jobs or as little jobs as you want. But it's definitely been keeping me busy. So I've been enjoying doing field inspections. A lot of people, when I first was talking about what I did, people weren't aware of the industry at all. And so people were really getting interested in the industry. And so I decided to create a training course on it, because I didn't see any information out there for it. So I decided to create a training course for it. And I like to go in detail. You already said it, I'm pretty thorough. I'm pretty thorough with my training, because I don't like to leave any stones unturned. I don't like to leave people wondering with questions. Although I'm available to answer any questions, I just like to provide people with as much information as possible so that they can get a head start.
Yes, and I'm taking a few of Jay's trainings, and yes, she does give you a head start. And I am a busybody, so she has so much rich information that I'm just putting it in my arsenal to get to it, because that's how much I love the knowledge she provides. So as you can see, she's got over 8 years experience. So I brought the expert to talk to you. I'm going to do a quick share screen and show you the Sophie, because she's going to show you her information. But here, if you look at the Sophie website, you're going to go to sophie.us, and this is what's going to pop up. And it says Society of Field Inspectors. Now over here, just getting started free. You can sign up for free on Sophie, and there are hiring firms right there. If you click on that, it's going to give you a list of hiring firms that you can apply with. You could sign up to their newsletter. I bypassed that, but there are so many companies, and Jay also has a bunch of companies. But as you could see, I haven't paid for any of these. The only thing I paid for was my resume. So the man that runs the Sophie website,
Richard Law.
Richard, yes,
Law. Mhm.
yes, thank you. Yes, Richard. He is amazing. He did my resume for me. As you can see, he even photoshopped my picture. I couldn't believe that was me because you see, I'm like plain Jane, but he really like did a job. Thank you, Richard. So as you can see, he put all the different types of inspections that you can do. And to be honest with you, I have yet to call any of these companies personally because they call me just because he put my resume on his website. But another thing I like about field inspections, because I conduct loan signings as a notary, but as like Jay mentioned, under the notary umbrella, there are many things that you can do. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. There are many other things you could do. And one nice thing about field inspections is you don't really have to print a lot of paperwork. A lot of times you can upload things right into your phone, and versus loan signings that you have to print tons of paperwork. And I mean, I've had signings canceled where all that paperwork was like a waste, which is revenue gone down the trash pretty much if they even pay you a percentage for your cancellation, and they cancel on me all the time. But with the field inspections, once you schedule and set your route, and I'm sure Jay will expand on that, you just go and conduct your inspections, done deal, and then I'm gonna let her talk to you about how you get paid, because I get paid net 30 from these companies, but I have yet to have a problem getting paid. So I'm sorry, I'm just like on two screens, so I hope you guys don't mind seeing the side of my face. So, so I'm gonna let Jay continue.
Well, usually, I mean, because each segment is a little bit different. I personally, I started in the residential mortgage segment, and that's what the training is essentially based off on, is because the residential segment is for people who are new to the industry. The residential segment is a good way for them to get in the door and get their feet wet and see if they actually enjoy it. Now, the thing with residential inspections is a lot of the companies will send you bulk work. So meaning they may send you 300 orders at one time, 300 homes to go visit. And basically what you're doing is basically you're just verifying if a property is occupied or vacant and checking for any damages and photographing the property. That's it. And then you fill out a short survey or a short report that is like a questionnaire. And you just, and everything is pretty much done on the phone.
Yes,
Done on your phone. Everything is pretty much done on your phone. I particularly enjoy using a standalone camera, but it's not necessary. That's just my personal enjoyment. But again, with the residential stuff, it's easy, really easy to get on with these companies so that you can get your feet wet and go for higher paying gigs. Now, residential inspections, they are the lower paying inspections. But if you think about it, for someone who does not have an income or who could use additional income, if let's just say 300 orders, and let's say the pay is between $4 and $10 per order, let's just say on the low end is $4 and you get 300 orders, that's $1,200, so, to me, that's pretty decent money. It's so decent money than a lot of people are making out here, but anyway, so I started with the residential stuff, and then I gradually moved on to other inspections like commercial field inspections and insurance inspections. And I currently do commercial and insurance inspections right now and BPO inspections. But commercial inspections, some of the companies are a little easier to get on, but some of them require a little experience. That's why I always direct people, do the residential stuff for a couple of months, see if you like it, get your feet wet, get your experience on, and then start applying to these commercial companies, because they will hire you and they pay more and you don't have to do as much work, and the commercial inspections are pretty much the same as residential. You go to a property location, you photograph the property and you do whatever they're asking you to do, whether it's verifying the business is operating, checking for, making sure their leased equipment is on site and photographing it, and, so just everything is pretty much straightforward with commercial stuff. And then you go into the insurance stuff. The insurance stuff is a lot more detailed. I'm gonna tell you right now. It takes a little more work, but they pay a whole lot more than commercials. So, you kind of have to, pick and choose your battles here, because with insurance stuff, now you're dealing with fire laws, construction, and things like that. So you kind of have to have a general knowledge of that. I had no idea when I got into the insurance inspections. What got me into it was my experience with residential and commercial inspections. That's the reason why they hired me, because I did not have a clue how to do insurance inspections, but they taught me. They helped me out. And so, that's what I try to encourage people. A lot of people think that, things are going to happen overnight. Field inspections, you can make a lot of money real quick, but you have to, there's a method to the madness. You apply to these different companies and you get hired on, and you keep the ones that pay the most and keep you busy, and you get rid of the ones that's not beneficial for you. And if you can, I've worked for as many as 5 or 6 companies at one time, because some companies may have less work. Some company may have less work one month, where the other companies are filling in the gaps. So, I'm covered in all areas. And so that's what I really enjoy about it. And so I put together a list of, I've got a few different things for people as options. I put together a list of hiring firms, just like on Sophie, because, I got a lot of information from Sophie as far as knowledge. I purchased some products from them, and, just for my own personal learning. But I created a hiring firms list, just like Sophie, similar to Sophie's, but and it creates a list of hiring companies. It has residential, commercial, and insurance companies inside of that. Mostly I try to put residential stuff in there because that's what the course is based off on, but it's a mixture of a lot of different companies. And also, I also have a list of mystery shopping companies, over 100 companies that people could go apply to, because I've been doing, periodically I do mystery shopping when, I need a little extra cash here and there, so I jump on one of these companies and go do a few jobs. So, I created these kind of resources for people, so that, even if they don't want to take my training, they can, they'll have some information out there so they can actually complete these type of gigs and learn more about it. So really, that's really all I have for, about it. I think I hope I covered everything, covered, some different pay, because you talked about pay. Every company is going to be different. I'm gonna be honest. Every company is going to be different. Some of them you have to wait 30 days. Some pay like twice a month. Some pay once a week. So the pay is just different. It depends on how you want to be paid. So that's something that you have to look at each individual company on how on their pay schedule and how they pay and what they pay.
Thank you. So
Absolutely.
So what I'm trying to show you is that you have options with your notary. Because you're a notary, you're already insured, you have E&O insurance, you have bonding insurance. So you have a variety of directions you could go with your notary business. And as Jay explained, a lot of the notary signings are similar to the field inspections. You have to apply to different companies because some keep you more busy and others come once in a while. So you know which ones are the ones that keep you the busiest, but every money coming in different directions helps. So I do a little mixture of loan signings because I do enjoy the loan signings, but I don't just put all my eggs in that one basket. Now, the downside to doing field inspections, some of the downsides is, for example, I did some bank inspections and I had to do them in the evening because I had to take pictures of the lighting to see how they were working. So, I'm a crazy woman. I went because I just went and did my thing. Had the cops on me. I was dressed like a bank robber. Don't ever do that. Just put on a little bright yellow or orange jacket so that they'll know you're not trying to rob the bank. So anyway, the cops ended up helping me and putting out, on their machine that if anybody called the cops on me, they would know I was working. Because a lot of them
That's
haven't even
fine.
heard about you doing inspections. So I was here like a spy right at night. So that's one of the things, if you don't want to do inspections at night, and you may want to take somebody with you if you have to do night inspections, if you're able to, just for your safety. The next thing is weather, right? If weather inclinations, if the weather changes, like right now, it's going to start snowing. And if you have body aches and pains, because I did a lot of footwork running to those banks, but I'm about to hustle. So I'm like, Jay, I want to make that money. So I had to do 17 inspections and they were giving me like 3 or 4 days. I did it in 2 because I just wanted to get it done. So I knocked it out. But you have to pace yourself. I mean, you could get into pulling permit contracts. I mean, there are so many different options. And as far as equipment, it's not very expensive. It depends on type of field work. Like I had to buy a measuring wheel for one of the companies that I'm supposed to be hopping on. Still waiting on that. It's been a journey with this company, but they do pay well. So we'll see how that goes. And I had to buy an extra long selfie stick to be able to take
Oh,
pictures of the roof.
mhm.
Sometimes you have to buy some kind of, Jay could probably tell you, it's like a thermometer to check the meters or something. One of those little meter sticks. You showed it in
You
one of
talking
your
about for the
videos.
electric, for electric?
I believe so. But the point is
Uh,
that you have to buy a few supplies and it's not going to break the bank. It's certainly more affordable than loan signings. With loan signings, you eventually want to think about getting a printer in your car because of the convenience in getting those last minute signings. So you have to weigh them, like Jay said, start slow, see if you even like it, how you feel, if you believe that you can handle it. If not, try another section of Notary because I'm giving you Notary options. So I want to thank Jay for her information and doing this video with me. I appreciate you. And she's very dear to me. She's become very dear to me. Like she's helping me to learn a lot of things because she offers all kinds of trainings. So she's helping me to get out of my little shy shell and be more assertive about my videos. So I'm working on that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So is there anything you want to say before we move along? I'm trying to think of anything that they have asked me. I hope we have covered everything and answered your questions.
Well,
Not post your questions in the comments.
well, I mean, if people are interested in learning more about field inspections, they can go to jcreatingwealth.com. You can put the link in the description, but jcreatingwealth.com/field inspections. And there, I offer some free training, just some general training, just to let them know the different types of field inspections that they can get into. And then they can learn more about my training that I have and some other different products that I have. If they
Yes.
don't want to take the complete training, if they just want to get into mystery shopping or something like that, or just want the list of hiring firms, I have a mini training for that and the hiring firm list that goes with it. So, I have some different options because everybody's on a different level. And so I wanted to create something that, everybody could use, and just to let you know that with the field inspection course, I'm offering giving away the 100 mystery shopping lists, 100 companies of the mystery shopping companies, and also the hiring firms list. So all of that is included in the complete course, field inspection course.
Yes, and I got it. I took the course for the mystery shopping. I haven't done mystery shopping yet, but I do have that option if I wanted to, because right now, don't take on more than you can chew, but you have the possibility to do it, because if you have bids coming in everywhere, then those net 30s start not feeling so bad because you have steady stream of income coming in to where you don't mind waiting another 30 days and you know you're getting more income coming in. I don't want to call it passive income, but getting more consistent income than just limiting yourself and just loan signings or general notary work. But as you can see, they're all kind of the same concept. So you have the information. I'm going to put all the information in the in the comments. And that way you can move forward. Jay has her own YouTube page. You can also watch her videos. As you know, she's the expert in this. I am just your go-to lady. So I'm just sharing my personal knowledge that I've gained, and I'm still learning just like you. So if you have any information you want to share, or you want other information or videos that you would like to watch, or if you have questions, please post it in the comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible with the replies. And thank you. And if you liked this video and resonated with you, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you could catch more videos every Wednesday when I post them. And hey, support your girl and click like.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
I love you guys. So there you have it. You asked for it. Just like I promised, I delivered to you. And I'll see you on the other side on my next video. Bye for now.